Okay, now we're going to talk about option strategies. There are several, or probably half a dozen option strategies that we're going to cover, and these are going to be very important to your success on the next exam. The understanding these, drawing the graphs, and calculating the results is based on different scenarios is essential to success on the exam. As part, on the next exam, you're going to be required to submit your paperwork as opposed to it being optional. If you don't submit your paperwork, you will not receive any credit for your for the option calculation. Um, so different option strategies. First one, protective put is an asset, usually a stock, uh, combined with a put option. What that does is guarantees a minimum proceeds equal to the put's exercise price. Uh, what it allows, you have upside, but you've created a floor for eliminated at least some of the downside. Risk management strategies. There's any number of risk management strategies. These are strategies that limit the risk of a portfolio. Um, Covered call, writing a call on an asset together in conjunction with buying it. So we'll work problems on covered calls, uh, writing a call on a stock and buying the stock simultaneously. A, what that does is it supplements the income that you would earn from owning the asset. It also creates a ceiling or a maximum for what if the if the stock price goes above the strike price, then that is where your profits max out. So again, we'll see this graphically here shortly. Other option strategies. A straddle. Straddle is a combination of a call and a put with the same exercise price and expiration date. The put, or sorry, a straddle is usually created when you expect a firm to, when a firm faces uncertainty. That can be in conjunction with, for example, a legal case where the settlement could cause the settlement or the decision on that case could increase or decrease the value of the firm. Also, if the company were competing for some project that would either positively or negatively affect the value of the firm, entering into a straddle would be a good strategy in that case. A The spread is much like a straddle, except for the the exercise prices are not the same. So it's a combination of two or more call options, put options on the same asset with differing exercise prices. So spread. So instead of having the exact same strike like you would in a straddle, you're going to have a spread between those strike prices. So the time to expiration can vary as well. But the problems we'll look at, the expiration will be the same. Collar is simply an option strategy that brackets the value of a portfolio between two bonds. So table 15.1 is simply the payoff for a protective put strategy. Again, a protective put is buying a stock and buying a put together. So in either scenario, you own the stock, so you're going to receive the value of the stock. However, the value of the put is going to kick in if the stock price is below the strike price. So the two stock prices cancel out here. You're gonna you would receive and pay the value of the stock. So they cancel out. So your net is the strike. Over here, you simply have the stock value. So we'll see it graphically over here. Um, the so you have the payoff of the stock, which is simply whatever the value of the stock is. Then the payoff of the put. So the put kicks in if the stock price falls below the strike price. So these these two 45-degree lines below the strike price, they cancel each other out. So you end up with a straight line on the payoff and the profit. So the profit line is lower because you're paying the price of the put. So your net is going to be the strike minus the price of the put. So if we compare a protective put to just buying the stock, we got the dashed line is buying the stock. So our profit is anything if the stock price goes up or the stock price goes down. With the put, our profit is we're starting out below because we've paid the price of the put, but we have reduced the value of our we've reduced the value of our potential losses, so we lock them in at the strike price. This one assumes that the stock price we bought an option at the price we could buy the stock. That might differ a little bit, but so anyway, so we've created a floor for our potential losses. So covered call, next example. So we're buying the stock and then we're writing a call. So if the stock price is below the strike price, we simply receive the stock price. If the stock price is above if the stock price is above the call, we receive the strike price. Because we've written this call, we're losing the value of the stock. We're also not shown. This is a payoff, so this is just showing the benefit. The next chart, there is an error in the chart, but we'll walk through it and hopefully it'll make sense. But so again, we've got the value of the stock. So the stock's either going to go up or down, and so if it goes down, we lose. If it goes up, we gain. However, with the call written, we the call doesn't kick in until we reach the strike price. So these two lines, these two 45-degree lines, the one sloping up on the payoff of the stock and sloping down on the written call, are going to cancel out. The error here is in the let me see if I can get over there. The error here is over here. We're going to receive the premium, so the profit line should be here as opposed to down below. So that difference is going to be the premium on the call, which we'll designate as C. Forgive my writing. So again, this is an error right here. So what a covered call does is it boosts the profits with the receipt of the call premium, but it also limits the upside. So think of an investor that expects say you own Microsoft stock and it's $90 and you expect it to go to $100 before the call expires. So you could write a call with a strike above $100 or at or above $100, and then you would receive the profits from owning the stock along with the call premium.